Welcome to Read Me Next, a book club, but make it a podcast.
Where we have lots of feelings and no qualifications. What are we reading this week, Pili?
We're reading Game On by Navessa Allen.
By Navessa Allen. Yep, this was really anticipated.
Yeah, it was the third book in the Into Darkness series. So we read Lights Out and caught up.
Yep.
And now Game On is the end of the trilogy.
Yep. I'm excited to talk to you about it because I have some thoughts and I want to see where your mind's at.
Love.
Yeah. And this one was on Kindle Unlimited.
Yeah.
About 370-ish pages, depending on what you got.
Yeah.
So that's not so bad.
No, and then we listened to the audio.
Oh, yes. We did listen to the audio. The audio was with James Cassidy and Tara Langella.
Those were the narrators.
Yeah,
I don't know if I've ever heard anything by them.
Me either, but they did well. I liked it.
I did too.
Yeah. They gave a good personality to the book.
I agree.
It's another dark rom-com.
Yeah.
Right? What'd you rate it?
I rated it like a 3.5.
Same.
Yeah?
Yes, I'm so happy
Yeah.
that you're thinking the same as me.
Yeah.
Because I was reading it and I was just like, All right, we'll get into it. What's your spice-o-meter?
I would say 4.5, 5.
Same. That shit was spicy as fuck.
It was so spicy.
Yeah. I mean, towards the end, I was like...
kind of over it.
Okay, yeah. Perfect.
Low-key, yeah.
I was a little over it. It was hot. The scenes were good. But I was like, all right.
Okay.
Cool. What is the point? That was me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's okay.
I think it's funny that we have, very similar tastes in books because Goodreads was, so opposite, I think.
No way.
Yeah, people were very much on the spectrum of, they either 1-starred it or 5-starred it. And
interesting.
We were kind of, in the middle.
Yeah, I was like, this is fine.
Yeah, there were some interesting opinions.
I think if I would have picked this book up as the first of the series, I would not have been, inclined, really, to read the other two.
Agreed.
So it's good that this was the third.
Yeah.
Because I loved Lights Out. Caught Up was also really good.
Yeah.
So I did like those.
Yeah.
This one was just it fell for me. I don't know.
No, I agree.
A little limp.
I don't think I was so into the characters as I was with the other ones. I would say my rating is literally 5 stars Lights Out, 4 stars Caught Up, and 3 this.
Yes.
It just kept going downhill.
Yeah.
No offense. But I really like Lights Out.
100%. I love Lights Out.
And Caught Up was good too.
I loved Caught Up too.
A lot of people like this book better than Caught Up. Interesting. I don't know.
I just felt like this book...
We can get into the spoilers.
Yeah, let's go ahead. And what was the book about even?
Yeah. So we meet Tyler in Lights Out. He's Josh's best friend, and me talking about Josh. Just any excuse to bring him up.
Josh is our man's.
Love him.
So Tyler, who is our MMC, he is Josh's best friend, right? So he actually runs an underground gambling ring type of thing. With one goal in his mind is to get vengeance on his dad because he thinks his dad abandoned him as a kid.
Yep.
So he goes after Brian, who is Stella's brother, because he knew how to get into the family, right? And how to get attached to Stella was through the brother.
Yeah.
So that's basically how it starts out. The way he gets Stella to be with him all the time is oh, you have to fake date me so that your brother doesn't owe me $3 million.
Right. So the debt is paid off.
So the debt is paid off.
Yeah.
Exactly.
She had to help him basically get vengeance on the dad.
Exactly. And she didn't know until the very end.
Yeah.
And it just really, I feel like nothing much happened.
No.
In the entire book.
Agreed.
Because they even kept explaining to him about how in one scene he had a gun and another scene that he could fight really well. But he didn't seem big and bad. I don't know. It didn't give that.
It was giving financial bro.
It was giving financial bro. He's blonde.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I get it. He's supposed to be a sub or whatever at the end. But he gave that the entire book.
Yeah. I feel like there was no depth in the plot. Nothing happened.
Thank you.
And then there was no depth in their relationship. Nothing really happened.
Yeah, no. I was do you guys really hate each other? The chemistry wasn't there.
The chemistry wasn't there, I don't think either.
So I was reading the book and I was like...
No, something that really bothered me...
Tell me.
Which I know it's going to bother you too, is the fact that he was supposed to be this intelligent man who knew everything, who eat the rich because his dad abandoned him and this and that, and fuck Stella because she was part of the problem, whatever. And then he was wrong about everything.
Yeah.
I hated that.
Yep.
That really pissed me off. I'm
yeah.
So you're stupid as fuck.
Yeah. You're like a jock, how she explained him in the beginning. You're just dumb.
Literally dumb.
Yeah. You were wrong.
Where do you get your information?
Yeah, this private investigator guy that you
fast.
had that apparently never got anything wrong got your entire fucking story wrong.
Who knows what else he got wrong?
Bro.
I was so annoyed.
You know who I was annoyed with low-key the entire time was Brian.
Brian was a fucking idiot too.
He's an idiot. But when Tyler was Brian is not who you think he is. or whatever to Stella. I was like,
Ooh, what's going on with
who's
Brian? Give us
Brian?
the dirt.
Yeah, literally. And then when the whole thing happened that Brian invited Stella to the party,
Mhm.
right? And Brian was like, I need to show you this. You could only see it in person. Like, I was like, ooh, what's going to happen? I'm excited. And fucking called the cops.
I can't.
Lame as fuck, Brian.
Loser.
Fucking loser.
Fucking rat. I was just really annoyed. It really bothered me. Like, I was like, okay, he was wrong about Stella. Like, I thought that was like a cool thing that like he found out and cool, whatever. But then he was wrong about the dad too. And like just a random ass interaction with the aunt. Like, what makes you after 15 years, like what makes you now tell him the truth? Like,
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. It just wasn't like it wasn't suspenseful. It was weird.
The aunt hitting her with the car for what?
For him to realize he was in love with her. And so he can have an Allie and Josh appearance, I guess. I don't know. It was
I don't know. For freaking
strange.
what, though?
That's so funny. Something we also didn't mention was that there was an age gap in this.
Oh, yeah.
She was 35 and he was 25.
Yep. Cradle robber.
Cradle robber as fuck.
We learned that term.
We learned the term after the other episode. But I don't know. It wasn't it for me.
It didn't give that either.
No, it was giving like I'm about to enter a reading slump if I even
Same.
No, for real. Like you said at the beginning, like this was one of the most anticipated reads of the year.
And it just like fell.
It
Like
flopped.
it flopped.
It did flop for me, not gonna lie.
Bro,
Oh, I hate that.
Same. I wanted to read this so bad.
Oh, me too. And I don't know, I just felt like I really thought we were gonna get like Josh vibes from Tyler. Like he was gonna be this like sarcastic. I mean, he was kind of funny, but
I didn't
he was
even
kind of just a dick.
which is okay. But like I don't know how to explain. It's okay for me that he didn't give Josh. Like Josh is Josh.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
love. I wanted another
But
Josh.
like pick a personality and hone in on it. You know what I mean? Like he was a dick like 95% of the time. But like tried to be funny sometimes and then like all of a sudden was really sweet at the end. You know
I
what I
don't know.
mean? I don't know. Where's the asshole but the mean to everyone else but her? Like, he didn't give that either.
No.
I feel like the personality wasn't polished enough. I don't know if that's the right way to say it.
No, yeah, I agree.
Like she didn't hone in on one specific personality. It was just like he's a dick.
But I think for both of them, like neither one of them had a like amazing personality that came out on the pages.
Yeah, right? Because he was also saying that she's an asshole. But she was apparently sweet to everybody else. It would like give us information of how when she was younger, she did all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But like we didn't even know Stella. Who is she? Who's Stella?
Who's Stella? I don't know.
I know more about Tyler than Stella.
Yeah.
And that's because of Josh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I did like the scenes with like what?
And her gastritis.
Not the fucking gastritis. This poor woman.
Literally, this poor woman. That sucks. I know. I was
No.
reading about that and I was like, that is like absolutely terrifying. And I
No.
hate that for whoever. I mean, Navessa Allen has that.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry for that.
No, that sucks.
Yeah. I would die.
Yeah.
Like you're eating yourself alive all the time. No, thank
Ugh.
you.
No, and like anything will flare it up.
No.
That sucks.
Yep.
Also, like it's just so weird because the whole thing with the gastritis, right? When the mom was telling Tyler about it, he's like taking notes. I'm like, oh my god, he's gonna be like super sweet about it. But then he kind of like low key made fun of her. Like, what? And then she's like, oh, he's realizing he's making fun of me, so he stopped. And I was like, what? Stick to it. Either be a fucking asshole or be nice to her. Like,
Literally.
not both.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like the book couldn't pick what he wanted to be.
Yeah, like you're saying, all types of personalities
Literally. And then he had the snacks in his car.
for weeks. I don't know. It was a strange one for me. I'm not gonna lie. What did you think
Yeah.
about the whole AJ thing
Oh, that was a nice surprise.
at the end?
Him getting into their relationship is what you're talking about?
Yeah,
I thought that was funny.
people didn't like that on Goodreads.
I mean, I thought it was fine. Stella was obviously really comfortable with AJ. That's like the only person she really liked from her past
Yeah, other than
life.
Tyler. Yeah,
Yeah. And Tyler obviously was into him.
yeah. I just don't know
I know.
about, and I think the people on Goodreads also like we got nothing about AJ.
Correct.
So all of a sudden they're like, how about we add him into this relationship?
He had a beautiful penis.
Okay, sure.
But that was literally the only thing we knew about him. Other than that, he was apparently a good guy.
That's it.
Yeah.
So
It was
kind of
so
annoying.
Yeah, it was so weird because at the end, he's like, I'm not really into brat play. You know, in the
I
four
didn't listen to it. What was that?
Yeah, so basically all 4 chapters, right? There's 4 extra chapters in the audio.
Yeah.
The first one, loved it. It was Fred.
So funny. It was Fred when Josh was breaking into
Yep.
Allie's house. I'm like, oh, I really want to read this book again.
Yeah, same.
It cracked me up.
No, it was hilarious.
Yeah.
And the voiceover they had for
Him
Fred,
being British,
yeah,
is so funny.
so funny. And
Anyways.
he's like, the human has taken off his upper cape.
Literally.
It was so funny.
It's so random.
Love. That was really good.
Yeah.
And then the rest were just like, I don't know what the fuck Tyler's was about. He had 2 chapters, I think, the bookie and the
debt.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. And then AJ's was at the end, him being at the Playhouse,
Velvet Club.
him being at the Velvet Club, watching somebody perform, and then they went upstairs and they had their own room at the Velvet Club.
The 3 of them?
Yeah, the 3 of them. And they had just big scene there.
They were performing?
No, they didn't perform. They had like their own like private room.
Oh.
And that was it. They pretty much had sex and that's that. And he was like, I'm not really into brat play. I was like, I mean, I feel like since the book was all right, it's just like another like
detail.
little detail to put in there to make it more of something, but it was still nothing.
Yeah, I agree. Kind of random. But I did like that Tyler admitted that he set Allie and Josh up. I thought that was really cute.
Oh, yes. I mean, you love anything that Josh had to do with this book.
Yeah. Anytime he was in a scene, I love that.
Yeah.
But no, I thought it was cute though.
Yeah.
That like we kind of got that full circle.
Yep.
That, you know, he kind of set him up.
Yep.
Low key.
Yep. That was great. But I also was like, why do we have to keep mentioning that I used to fuck my best friend's girl? Like,
Yeah.
they mentioned that like 2 or 3 times in the book.
Yeah.
And I was just like, all right, but we already said that you guys set it up, so you're good.
Yeah.
Like, stop talking about it.
And also, like, you guys, neither one of you basically liked each other.
Yeah.
So why do we keep mentioning it? That was weird.
Weird.
Especially like when he said like, oh, because he's now engaged to the girl I used to fuck. I was like,
shut the fuck up, Tyler.
Yeah. I don't know. Didn't really do it for me. Not gonna lie.
Didn't do it at all.
No.
So there's that.
Like, it just confused me because, like you said, there was literally no chemistry. So I was very confused.
Yeah. No chemistry. There was barely any plot. Like, we could see from a mile away that Richard did not abandon him.
The whole plot twist was that the mom lied to him.
Yeah.
But it's like we got no reasoning as to why. Like,
just because you didn't want
so weird.
Yeah, just because you didn't want him to grow up and be like a rich snobby asshole. Like, no, but you'd rather him grow up hungry?
Make it make fucking sense. That's actually so funny.
But that's what it was.
Literally.
And he was pissed though. He was so pissed. He's like, I could have had a different life. This and that. I mean, like, give it. Like, for real, Tyler. I get that's the only thing I agree with Tyler on.
Literally be
He's
fucking
pissed.
for real.
Yeah.
That's so weird. Like, you're making his whole personality was that he, like, the vengeance and the revenge he would get for his mom. And it was all for what? For nothing. So
now he has nothing. He's nothing. So then I'm like, in my head, I'm like thinking further, what are you going to do now? You know what I mean? Are you still going to run gambling rings? Is that who you are? Because he had just started that like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Who is Tyler?
Who is Tyler? Who's Tyler? Like, I don't know.
Who's Stella?
What the fuck is even this book? I don't know.
We didn't know all the characters they had at the end, right?
No, I'm like, are we gonna get more books?
Yeah.
And then they were talking about Vern and
Greg. Yes, Greg is the cousin.
And cousin Greg from the Mafia. So I was like, are we gonna get a book about them?
Yeah.
But I don't think so because I'm pretty sure this is just a trilogy.
I mean, there could be just like create another series.
Like a spinoff, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. And then Maddie. Maddie was such a fucking bitch. What a fucking little sociopath.
Oh, yes.
We didn't even talk about Runa either. Yeah.
2 things that I now that you're saying them, forgot completely about what the fuck this book was about.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Maddie, the way they explained her, she was always wearing white and pink to look like a doll and like a little girl. Ew.
Even like when she was like voicing Maddie and she was like, shut the fuck up,
bro. So weird. Yeah,
so weird.
She's a psychopath. You're right.
Literally. Oh, I think this is Tyler. And he's talking to Maddie and he was like, just telling her to get the fuck out, the first time when he confronted her.
Ugh. That was another thing I was annoyed about. Go ahead.
And so he goes, a glance over my shoulder confirmed that no one was close enough to overhear me before I speak again. If you ever do anything to upset my girlfriend again, I'll make sure everyone finds out what a vile little bitch you are. And I was like, ooh. But you see, that's the kind of energy I needed throughout the entire book.
Yes. And then what pissed me off was that he went through all that badass guy moment.
And she came back. Is that what you're...
Yes. And she's fucking back at some random ass party and he's like,
she said, she said, you're a pussy, you ain't doing shit,
yeah,
bitch.
literally. And everybody's like, He won't do anything. Even Brian at one point was like, he won't do anything. Tyler, show up and do something.
Bro, you talk such a big game.
You talk such a big game, and Maddie showed up and what?
And what?
And then
And Stella flared. Her gastritis flared again. God damn it. Bro, you're making her uncomfortable as fuck.
Uncomfortable as fuck. And what pissed me off even more, I don't know if this is reasonable, but
Probably.
like when Stella didn't let him go in and talk to her, I was like, Stella, let the man be the man and get her the fuck out of there. I loved her like standing up to her, but still.
No, I did like that she stood up for her.
No, and she at first was she's like, I'm so happy I stood up to her, and then 2 chapters later she was like, I'm so mad that he made me face her. Like, I'm like,
makes sense. No, and also like when she's standing up to her, and then like the 2 other people chime in, like, yeah, she's a fucking bitch. I'm like, where was this energy?
like 10
4
years
years
ago
ago.
when it
Yeah.
happened.
I'm confused. They were like, yeah, we'll testify against you, Maddie. What? I'm so dead.
No. Yeah, that shit was stupid.
All right, whatever.
No, but that is a clear example how Tyler was not it.
Yeah. I wanted that energy.
We didn't get it.
Yeah. Fell short. All right, so let's do Goodreads. So this is 1 star, and it says, honestly, I was expecting the funny Navessa Allen like I know and love, but instead I didn't laugh once, and I cringed more times than I can count. I thought the series would get better as it continued, but unfortunately, Lights Out was the peak of the series, and it was downhill from there. Agreed. It goes, let's start off with Tyler, the douche jock bro, whose only personality is to go to the gym and be mean to women. I mean, you cannot convince me that these 2 fools were in love. And if by any chance they actually were, that means that Stella had some serious Stockholm syndrome because she essentially falls for her blackmailer and captor, and not in the hot way. Also, like you were saying, like Brian just being like so fucking annoying. Like when he was like, oh, because you're dating him?
Shut the fuck up, Brian.
I'm trying to fucking help you, bro. Like,
I got you out of $3 million of fucking debt.
you could have called the cops right at the beginning and saved me the fucking headache. Bro. How annoying. And then it says, Stella was not quite as bad, but just bland as fuck. Her only personality trait was her chronic illness and being skinny from her chronic illness. Oh, and maybe that she was also goth, which is true. I was just like, whatever.
Yeah.
This one's 4.5 stars. It says, this is by far my favorite book in the Into Darkness series.
Girl.
Morally Grey MMC and Black Cat FMC, I absolutely love them. Stella was complex, but once you get to know her more, I couldn't help but feel for her and wanted to protect her at all costs. Tyler was also the same way.
Complex.
I don't know. I felt like they had no personalities. I really liked the plot. It was fast-paced, which made it enjoyable. I also didn't feel that. I felt like nothing was happening.
It was also not fast-paced. It was the same
Like,
shit over
literally
and over.
nothing happened. Like, we can't name a single thing that happened.
Yeah.
They went to, like, 4 parties.
Yep.
They were at the tattoo parlor, like, a few times.
Yep.
What the fuck happened? And then they almost got into 1 car accident.
They had sex, and that was it. That was the entire book.
They had sex, and that was the entire book. Whatever. So it says Tyler blackmails Stella and forces her to be his girlfriend to get revenge on his father. Navessa's writing style is amazing and really sucks you into the world. The spice, oh my god. I never felt this way reading, but wow.
Ooh, girl.
Hot and heavy. It was hot and heavy. I did like the spice.
It was hot and heavy, but girl. To put that on your review.
I know, she said I never felt like this. Wow.
Wow.
And then the little emoji. Okay,
funny.
so this is 1.5. You see, like, everyone's either 1 or
Yep.
5. Well, that was disappointing. I actually thought I was going to love this book since I love Lights Out and Caught Up. But this one did not hit. First of all, Tyler is insufferable. Second, Stella is 35 acting like she's 17. And what the hell was that AJ situation in the end? So then it goes to a bunch of things, and then she starts talking about Tyler. And she says, okay, it would have been fine if the author didn't portray him as super smart who had all the information before getting his targets. So he is that guy, but somehow he had everything wrong about Stella, her parents, and his father? Question mark, question mark.
Literally, that's us right there.
It turns out his dead mom was the one that lied to him his whole life. His father was actually good, and he just stupidly mistreated Stella for nothing. But not to worry, he did not need to grovel for her forgiveness because she forgave him in less than 1 second, had sex with him immediately, and then was done.
Yep.
Also, what is the AJ situation? This guy is in 0.02% of the book. Literally, he's in 2 scenes, and we have no background on him besides him being an on-again, off-again Stella hookup. They have 1 threesome, but then we never saw him again, and then they ask him to be in a relationship, to which then he agrees. 1 star. This was one of the most highly anticipated books because I loved the other 2, yet this was one of the biggest letdowns of the year so far. The characters never grew on me. They were absolutely terrible to each other 95% of the book, and Stella was giving millennial core at the very worst. This one said 2.5 stars, but the audio, literally all the stars. So this one says, okay, this was much better than book two. My main issue with book two was how disappointing and mind-numbingly boring it was. This, however, wasn't boring, but it also wasn't perfect reading experience. I don't know. I felt like this was way more boring than book two.
Same.
I
Mhm.
like book two. I think we like the personalities and the characters more in book two. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lauren was fun.
I don't know, I feel like I was really gonna like Tyler.
Did you really?
Yeah.
No.
And then I didn't obviously that much, but, like, from the beginning, knowing Josh, you
I feel
know?
like it's because like, Josh was giving Golden Retriever, Junior gave Morally Gray, but then this guy, like, he wanted to give Morally Gray, but, like, he didn't. Like, he was a
He
fucking
wanted to give Morley Gray, but you didn't,
he
Tyler.
really didn't. And it was like, "What, you have one gambling ring and that's it? You're big and bad, but literally you don't do anything.
Yep.
And
One
then you
elite
don't know anything. You're literally all of your facts are false.
wrong.
Stupid."
Yep.
Yeah, I don't like that. Tyler confused me, to be honest. At first, I outright disliked him. He was mean and rude and just made assumption after assumption. Yeah, I feel like that was him the entire book. Is he book boyfriend material? Heck no. Is he hot? Well, yes. I don't know.
Is he? All I knew is that he was blonde and large.
I don't know. Whatever.
I mean, even AJ, though. AJ was like, "This is the most beautiful man."
Yeah, a lot of people said that he was hot. I mean, to each their own.
I mean, yeah.
This was 4 stars. It says, okay, I'm not gonna lie. After the dare I say disappointment with Caught Up, I was kind of worried about this, but oh my god, yes, ma'am. Give me 14 of them right now. I don't know. 5 stars. 4 chili peppers. It says, "Oh, I ate this audio up. Navessa Allen is amazing."
No, but just to, like, hop on what they were saying about the audio,
Yeah.
the, like, last few chapters, there was a scene where I guess, Tyler was, like, eating her out,
Mhm.
and he was literally in the audio, he was like he
Not
was like
him slurping.
I promise you, he was like, I was like, "Ah, I don't know about this anymore." Bro.
But I feel like that's what makes the audios.
Yeah, no,
That's what people like about it.
I guess, but maybe it's because, like, I wasn't into the book like that.
Right.
But even audios I've had before this,
You're
there
like, "What the fuck?"
ain't never been no slurping in these audios.
I don't know. I feel like I wonder if it was this one, but there are some books that I've listened on audio that it will be like, "Oh, he sighed heavily," and be like, "Okay, well, let's keep going."
Yeah,
Like,
it was a book like that.
yeah,
Mhm.
it was very much like that. That's so funny.
Which is cool. Yeah, but, like, once I got to to that, I was like,
What's
I'm
going on?
listening in my car, I'm like, "Nobody can hear this."
Literally, that's insane. Okay, so it says, it continues and it says, one of my favorite things I love about the MMCs is the dedication to improving themselves for the sake of the relationship. Josh Jr. and Tyler all have major personality flaws, and it takes meeting their partners, Allie, Lauren, and Stella, to discover that they have what it takes to be a better man. Oh, yes. She was also talking about how, like, fake dating and enemies to lovers are her favorite tropes, and she thinks, like, it was really well done. I don't know.
Fake dating was not done well.
No, like, they went to a couple parties.
And enemies to lovers, they're still enemies.
Yeah, low key. Whatever. So then it says, I don't know, and, like, it's so like, the more we talk about it, the more it's like, bro, like, literally pick a lane. When she had, like, a flare up, I think it was when he took her to the apartment and he,
Uh-huh.
like, bathed her or whatever, and he was, like, super sweet to her.
Yep, yep, yep.
Like, pick a fucking lane.
Yep.
Like, you're an asshole, but then you're also nice. Like, I no entiendo.
But, like, not in the good way, because like, I can do "you're an asshole, but nice," but this was, like,
No, it was
not
giving
done right.
bipolar.
What'd you say?
It was giving
It
bipolar.
was giving bipolar, yep.
I don't know. Well, this is 2 stars. It says, first off, Tyler and Stella banter absolutely carried this book for me. I'm a sucker for enemies to lovers, and while this didn't fully deliver on the enemies part, let's be honest, they were clearly into each other from the start. It's also entertaining. So this is the complete different. This is the complete opposite of agree. It's so funny.
All right.
Okay. Whatever. It just goes into a bunch of shit, and then it's like, but I need to talk about the direction the story took. The threesome completely threw me off, not because I am against thruples, but because this book was set up as Tyler and Stella's story. Bringing in AJ, who isn't just some random third, but Stella's long-term on and off again ex, made me feel messy in a way that the romance didn't deserve. And then it escalates into feelings and talks of making it a permanent thing. At that point, I was just sitting there like, why wasn't this written a full multi-POV throuple story from the beginning? It felt like the author decided to randomly make this a why choose at the end, yet we knew nothing about AJ. It says almost 4 stars. It says, did I like it more than Caught Up? Yes. Did I like it more than Lights Out? No.
No.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Tyler was the absolute jerkiest jerk at the beginning, but he really surprised me. I love how things develop with Stella. As long as they're happy, I don't mind. I didn't care that much about the actual plot, but the spice was top and the audio was amazing too. Also, the appearance from mom and dad was everything. Literally.
Yep.
Love mom and dad. All right, this is the last one. It's 5 stars. This was everything. The banter alone had me hooked from the start. It was sharp, funny, and felt so effortless. I don't know. I don't get it.
I mean, there was banter.
Yeah, there were a couple
Like,
funny parts.
there was some banter.
I guess. Stella, a literal badass. She's strong, independent, and doesn't take crap from anyone. I love how she stood her ground, owned who she was, and still had those moments where you could see her softer side peek through. She felt real and layered, not just tough for the
No.
sake of it.
I don't know. Because she also gave, like, babying her baby brother. And I was like,
Not much of a tough bitch.
yeah, I don't know. Like, a tough bitch would have been like, why the fuck are you doing this? I just didn't like her.
No, but it also, like, it goes to what you were saying that, like, she wasn't really giving Black Cat to me.
Yeah.
It says, and Tyler, I swear to God, he's making me laugh every 2 seconds. His humor
Ooh.
and cocky charm were top tier, but I love most the depth underneath it. He's protective, intense, and he flips a switch and gets mad. Yeah, absolutely not someone to mess with. But it just made those serious moments hit even harder. To each their own. And don't even get me started with the scenes with AJ. Woo! They had me pausing, like, okay.
They were hot.
They were hot.
Like, it is what it is.
And then it says also, if you listen to the audio, you get a POV from Fred, and it was everything, which
Yeah.
we agree.
Correct.
Love Fred.
You love Fred.
I don't know. It was a little bit of a flop for me. I'm not gonna lie.
A big letdown.
Oh, yeah. Going like book after book. I don't know what's going on. Like we
Yeah.
need to get into it. We need something like pick us back up.
I mean, Bad Bishop did it for me.
Oh, so good. No, and Twisted
So,
Pawn is gonna do it.
yeah,
next
that's
week.
why I'm like, I'm ready. I'm ready to like, I literally, when I was looking that Twisted Pawn was released, there was a bunch of people commenting like they can't wait, this and that. And I was like, literally the way I'm about to put this book down just to pick up that one.
Ugh.
Because I was like, fuck this book.
Yeah. I didn't do it.
You know what I mean? Like,
No, but I'm like intrigued with Twisted Pawn. If I'm gonna like Achilles more than Tiernan.
ooh,
I don't know if
I don't
am.
know. I don't know. I don't know. This is so Beauty and the Beast.
No, it really does give Beauty and the Beast.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm excited to read that.
I don't know, but he is such an asshole.
Yeah, he has been such an asshole.
Yeah.
Let's see if Achilles will do asshole better than Tyler.
Yeah, I think so. We'll see. We'll see what LJ Shen has in store for us.
Oh, thank you, LJ.
I'm so excited. But yeah, so that's it on Game On.
That's it, huh?
Yeah. Ugh.
Kind of disappointing.
Gotta read Lights Out again. Take a shot every time I say that.
Literally.
I do though. I really want to listen to the audio.
All right. I guess that's it for this week.
Yep.
Read responsibly.
Or don't.